Dan on the chase, blocks him off the backboard. Oh, showtime. Oh, he slammed it down. Peter rises. Another three from Hillel. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Maxton Athletic Center. It is semifinal Sunday here at Sarachek. This is the NTSY pregame show brought to you by NTSY, inspiring the Jewish future for more than 70 years. I'm Zach Sicklick. I'm here with Yaakov Azar. Yaakov, two good teams here, Hillel and Beren. Who are their best players to look out for?
Yeah, so for Beren, we got Rafi Miller. He's a 6'2", forward. You can look for him inside, outside. He's going to be dominating all game. And for Hillel, we got Kobe Shaw, a guard. He's a great three-point shooter. Look for him to be dominant throughout the whole game.
For these teams, they didn't have an opportunity to play in Tier 1. So for them, getting to the Tier 3 ship is a big deal. If you're a coach, what are you telling to your players pregame of staying calm but knowing there's a championship opportunity on the line?
Yeah, you just mentioned for these teams, they weren't in Tier 1. This is their championship, even if they don't make Tier 2. Tier 3 is a legit championship. It's a banner you hang up in your school, and it's memories you'll create for a lifetime. So this is a real game, and, you know, the guys got to show out. Both teams are playing their A game, and, you know, they want to bring a championship back home. You know, both teams out of state. And this means a lot for these out-of-town schools, especially.
Yeah, thank you so much, Yaakov. This has been the NTSY pregame show. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be with you in the booth. Welcome back inside the Maxton Athletic Center. I'm Zach Sicklick. I'm here with Yaakov. We're now in the booth here for this Tier 3 semifinals matchup number 1. The starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all of the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. For the Beren Stars, we have Tahel Baleli, number 11. We have number 12, Aaron Cohen. We have number 20, Jonathan Kluger. Number 22, Jonathan Vaknin. And number 23, Rafi Miller. For the Hillel Heat, we have Kobe Shaw, number 23. Zach Itzkowitz, number 24. Ashi Itzkowitz, number 3. Shmuel Kanal, number 44. And Gavi Poznansky, number 30.
Yeah, we got two great teams, and, you know, we got a good one ahead of you, and really looking forward, you know. Sarachek Sunday, we got basketball from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., all into the night, and it's just a really exciting day, and get to see all the whole Jewish community come together, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, well, I'll leave a quick second. For all you guys just joining us now, there were two games this morning, as you mentioned, Yaakov. First game, we had Ramaz against
Valley Torah.
Akiva Popper is a longtime MacsLive legend, usually wearing shorts. He was in pants, so it's not a good sign for Klal, so we want to wish him well. But Ramaz did pull away handily, and then last game we had Flatbush SIR in the Tier 1 constellations with Flatbush taking that game. So now that's it, though. Semis are here. They're upon us. Letting up for the tip. Pittsburgh versus Houston. Two out-of-town cities, as you mentioned. Tenacity. What's the key to the game?
You know, you just got to play hard for all 32 minutes. And, you know, it's these early games. Sometimes teams take a while to settle in, but it's really important. You just got to play your A game for the whole time.
As Iskowitz has the ball, Hillel on the tip. He gives it to Kobe Shaw. Kobe, their point guard, as you mentioned, their X factor. Turns it over, try passing it to Canal, and now here comes Beren. Beautiful fast break. Aaron Cohen with the finish.
That's a great take by Cohen, getting it around two defenders, kind of slipping throughout the air, and able to lay it in.
Beren doing a full court press on Shaw. Beautiful take inside, though, by Zach Iskowitz to tie the game back up.
Yeah, there's Iskowitz really getting into the lane and slowing down, being super controlled, and it's a great ability to really keep defenders on their toes.
Beren playing a fast-paced offense. There, it goes into a turnover, pickpocketed by Kobe Shaw.
Yeah, trying to dump the ball down low and just, turned it over.
Kobe Shaw, as you mentioned, next factor, already making an impact offensively, defensively. Beren's got to do a better job of containing him as they knock it out of bounds, and the Heat will retain possession with 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, just good face-up defense. Able to knock it out of bounds.
Poznanski inbounds it to Shaw. Shaw has it, goes across to Iskowitz. Iskowitz from deep, unable to fall. Good box out there by Beren as Kluger goes in strong, unable to finish. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, gets blocked from behind by Shmuel Canal.
Yeah, good look from Kluger there. Two good looks at the basket. It's still early in the game, and I'm sure I'll get those to fall throughout the day. But love the aggression early, and then getting the offensive rebound just here on our replay, and going right back up with it strong, but knocked it out of bounds off him.
As here's Stars in a full court press on Shaw. Shaw gets it over the timeline, goes between his legs, loses it, gives it over to Iskowitz, who gives it back to Shaw. Shaw back to Iskowitz. They're playing a little catch right now. Back to Shaw. Beren in a tight man. Shaw drives by his man. Beautiful wide take, and he's able to finish.
Yeah, just a great move to the basket. Another player utilizing the slow step layup. And it's a really effective move, especially also can draw and ones.
As Vaknin trying to run a weave, but it goes off of Miller, and the Heat have ball.
Yeah, great job on defense there. Ability to knock it away from a successful pass and back off the offensive player. It's forced turnover.
Shaw goes over the timeline, crosses over, gives it to Iskowitz. Iskowitz shoots it from NBA range. No good. Fight for the rebound. Shaw fighting. Still fighting. Picks it up. Goes with his left hand. Goes 2-on-1. Beautiful Euro step. But gets blocked by Rafi Miller.
Oh, what a block by Rafi Miller. We mentioned him in the pregame. Inside and outside and all around. He's going to dominate today. You see showing off the defensive prowess early on.
Yeah, it was a great block from behind. Tunneling in his Johnny Dan back when Johnny played for Valley Torah.
The Johnny Dan. Stay tuned for tomorrow to see your next Tier 1 championship all-time play.
As Kluger has it up top, calling out a play. Takes it to Cohen, doesn't give it to him. Now he's driving right, goes to the corner, gives it to Vaknin, who gets fouled on the ground. Not sure if that's a necessary foul here early on.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to foul. Just got caught a little bit out of position. And we're going to have a couple substitutions for the Heat.
As Poznanski takes a seat, and it looks like as Noam Freeman checks into the game. Stars have it, 32 on the shot clock. They go inside. Good block there, and the refs are calling a jump ball. However, possession arrow is with Beren, so they'll retain possession.
Yeah, an early jump ball, really comes into play at the end of the games. Yeah, some good action off the inbound, but it's knocked away out of bounds.
As Beren will take it now with 24 on the shot clock. 5 minutes to go here. Beren in the navy blues. Beren in the whites. Hillel in the navy blues, excuse me. As they get it in to Bolelli. In the corner for Miller. And he connects from inside and out. Rafi Miller.
That's a big three. That's deep in the corner from the college line, I believe. And these players with the college three-point line really get to show off their range this tournament.
As Iskowitz dribbles it off the foot, and Beren takes the ball.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a kickball, but we're not as good as vantage point as the refs, so I'll let them make the calls and I'll just commentate.
A beautiful blow by there by Vachnin, unable to finish, but then good rebound there by Miller, and he'll go to the line for 2. Oh, excuse me, not Miller.
That's Jonathan Kluger, and we mentioned him earlier. He had a couple of good ticks inside, couldn't get him to fall, with a couple offensive rebounds, and just stay aggressive and get downhill, and good things will happen.
Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in the store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. As Kluger hits the first.
Yeah, I was actually watching one of the Sarachek games in Como this morning, so it's a good vibe.
As a loose ball rebounded by Stars, second chance opportunities. Kluger has it, goes inside on his man, gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli gives it out. A deep 3, no good, off the mark from Cohen, rebounded by the Heat.
Yeah, it was a great offensive rebound by Tahal Bolelli and able to get another possession. Second chance points, huge at the high school level. Huge at every level, but especially in the high school level where field goal percentages aren't as high as college and the NBA. Second chance points are impeccable.
Great take there by Kobe Shaw to draw the foul. But I want to talk on for a second now. If you've been seeing, Aaron Cohen's been doing a full court press. He's been doing a very good job at not letting Shaw get downhill.
Yeah, we mentioned Kobe Shaw is a great player and the point guard, and it's always good when you have the ability to have an opposing guard to guard the other guy's best player full court the whole game. It's a huge workload, and always great when you can have players do that.
As the first hits, and there's a sub hit for Hillel. Poznancy checks back in. Shmuel Kanal is taking a seat. Second free throw off the mark by Shaw. Rebounded, though, by Hillel. Shaw has it, drives by his man. Euro steps, backwards layup, not able to fall. Gets the rebound, and he pulls it out and resets it.
Yeah.
It's Itzkowitz.
Bit of a wild take, but we like it.
A deep 3 by Joseph Sachs, and it falls. As Vachnin has it, trying to go left. Good defense there by Freeman. Freeman steals it. He's going. He has a fast break opportunity. Finishes it by the rim.
Yeah, it's a great play, defense leading to offense, and a good finish on the other end. Good driving kick.
Wild take there by Kluger, but he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws after getting hacked.
Yeah, good pump fake on the perimeter, as we'll see on our replay, as you see the contact clearly inside, and he'll go to the line for 2 more. He's been really aggressive on the interior today.
Yeah, it ties into what we were talking about before with the tenacity of out-of-town schools, always giving their heart for every game. Which team so far do you feel has had the edge in that?
Well, I think it's got to go to Beren so far, and you're looking at him at the free throw line. Jonathan Kluger, he's really been all over the place, and offensive rebounds, playing well defensively as well, and cuts the lead back to 2. The deficit, sorry.
And it's a 2-point game, as you mentioned. Beren now in a full court press. I like the move. Make Hillel cross that timeline. Give them some pressure as they do cross over. Itzkowitz has it, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and he dribbles it out, and it will be Beren Stars basketball here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. Forced him to get across timelines. You see on our bottom left corner, we got a shot at the coach after he just called the timeout, the press, and it worked, and you saw his reaction to a successful play call.
As here's Kluger again. Gives it to Miller. Miller from deep. Off the mark, but rebounded by Kluger. Kluger goes inside with his left, puts it up, and he gets it to fall.
Yeah, he's just been everywhere today. He's got over 6 points. He's got over 4 rebounds, and he's just balling out so far. So we got a steal.
Stolen there by Bolelli, and he finishes it. This press is giving the Heat some trouble. As we'll send it to a quick commercial break.
I think I connect with Hashem more at Seneca because we have davening every day.
When we hit Friday night, everybody takes a deep breath. We come to the shul all together. Amazing tefillah with singing and joy and dancing.
On Saturday night, everybody's got their arms around each other. They're so excited to just sing together.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Level up your Pesach plans. This cold mode Pesach, join NTSY at Six Flags on April 5th and 6th for an epic day you won't want to miss. Busing is provided for teens, and there will be kosher for Pesach food options. Visit sixflags.ntsy.org for more information. As the Heat inbound it, being harassed by this Stars press, and it works again. They pick another pickpocket.
Yeah, it's great defense and the steal by Vaknin. He realized that, both teams trading steals, but good defense on the press. Realizing the offensive player, Itzkwitz, was dribbling with his head down a bit, as not seeing who is available for him to dump it off to, and a good steal by Vaknin.
As Itzkwitz inbounded it to Shaw. Shaw fakes the handoff, goes all the way inside, and his man gets all the way down low, unable to finish. Another fight for a rebound. Jump ball, it stays with the Heat.
Yeah, we've seen that's our second jump ball already, and we've seen each jump ball happen after, well, it was almost a turnover, keep possession alive. So just something to look out for throughout the game.
A set inbound play there. Didn't work to how the Heat wanted it. They still retain possession. Poznanski tried getting it inside, gets stolen by the Stars. Miller goes inside, not able to finish it. Great smart play there by Itzkwitz to knock it off of Miller, and as the Heat will take the ball back.
Yeah, it's a really heads-up play, as we'll see here on our replay. Miller standing out of bounds, and just a great idea to, you see a ball in the air, just whack it off him to gain possession back.
Hillel starting to figure out this press, as now they had a wide-open three-pointer, no good. Rebounded underneath by Poznanski, unable to finish, and then he picks up an offensive foul.
Yeah, number 5 Gali Poznanski down. Number 30 Gali Poznanski down low. And that's a great offensive rebound. He's got an extra second there, just rushed it a bit, but he'll make the next one because that was great awareness. Seeing the shot short, going up, getting it, and almost put it back in.
As that's 5 fouls on Hillel, so they'll be going to the line for 2 shots. Here in Yeshiva League, it's in the 8-minute quarters, 5 fouls, there's no 1-and-1, it's right to 2. So it could become a costly foul there on the Heat.
Yeah, a rule that's been becoming more and more popular throughout the high school landscape. As made free throw. Great look.
Want to receive Sarachek news and updates and get close game alerts? It's semifinal Sunday and championship Monday. Now is the best time. Join our WhatsApp group. The link is in the description of this YouTube video. As second one falls, Hillel gets over the timeline in this intense man press. Finally gets the ball to Shaw. Shaw calling out a play. Guarded tightly by Friedman. Shaw tries blowing right, unable to. Gets a pick up top from Canal. He goes in, loses it. Itzkwitz right there. Friedman right there, pick it up. He goes inside. Finds Canal in the corner. 2-point basket.
That's a great shot. Those long baseline 2-pointers are a real professional level shot,
I heard Yaakov back in your day, you had some history over there in the corners.
Yeah, most of the time it was pretty okay, but one time, not every shot goes in, and sometimes you don't hit anything, but you just get up and make the next one.
It's true. That's the attitude you got to have of a high school hooper, to always keep on trying. You're not going to hit every shot. As the Stars are working the shot clock, 4 seconds left. I don't know if they realize it. They do. Miller throws it up and air balls, but they guys play on.
Ooh, I thought that could have been a 35-second violation.
Yeah, I guess the ref decided. Shaw picked it up cleanly. Just play on. As Hillel calling a play, shot clock turned off. Deep three from Itzkwitz, off the mark. Rebounded by Kluger, and he's going to push with 18 left.
Yeah, let's see if they push their hole for one, and they're going to pull it out, or they'll attack. Oh, we got an offensive foul.
Great putting your body on the line if you're Ashi Itzkwitz there. Taking one for the team, not giving Miller 2 free points at the hoop.
Yeah, we spoke to Coach Dan Sachs before the game. He told us also Ashi Itzkwitz an X factor for this Hillel Heat team.
As now 11 seconds left. Shaw has it. Really tightly guarded. Gives it to Itzkwitz. Itzkwitz going with 5 on the clock. 4 seconds. The fans counting it out. Drives inside. Tries putting up a shot. He gets it off. Unable to fall. after 1, Beren Stars 14, Hillel Heat 12.
Wow, everything but the finish. He made the move to split through 2 defenders, got to the rim. But a difficult shot nonetheless, couldn't finish.
As we'll head to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll hear analysis from Yaakov Lazar. Welcome back to the Max Athletic Center. We're starting quarter 2. Stay tuned for the Camp Step It Up halftime show. We'll be hearing analysis about our game. Yaakov, this first quarter, what do you have to say?
Yeah, we've had a real hard-fought game on both sides, and just want to highlight Jonathan Kluger, who's got over 6 points, got over what feels over 5 rebounds, and he's been a real dominant force so far for the Stars, and for Hillel Heat, it's the Itzkowitzes who have really put on a show so far.
As Bolelli has it, he tries to go inside, pulls it back out, gives it to Kluger. I feel like we've been saying his name all day so far. Goes inside, gets doubled. Good steal there by Itzkowitz, and he has a wide open man down low, able to finish. That is none other than Kobe Shaw.
Yeah, Kobe Shaw, we mentioned in pregame. He's a great player, and look out for him to really be a factor down the stretch. We're still early on. A lot of asphalt to be played.
A great take there by Bolelli, unable to capitalize. And now Shaw, another 2-1 opportunity. Him and Itzkowitz. He passes it. Beautiful bounce pass to Itzkowitz, and he finishes.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Itzkowitz to Shaw. And let's see if Hillel can ride that all the way to victory.
As Hillel now all of a sudden has a 2-point lead. Not even a minute into this quarter. They're on fire. Beren stalling so far. There's a shot there from Miller. Unable to fall. Nice rebound there by Shmuel Kanal.
Yeah, the senior Rafi Miller getting to the spot, elevating. Good looking jumper, just wasn't able to capitalize that time.
Shaw calling out the play. Goes left. Great defense there by Aaron Cohen. Shaw gives it up to Itzkowitz. Itzkowitz back to Shaw. Shaw goes. He's on opportunity. Found Freeman in the corner. Freeman in the corner. No good. As that'll go off of Kanal.
Yeah, a bit of a wild shot, but you just got to stay confident and knock it down.
As Kluger going to take his first seat of the game, and Jonathan Vachnin, the sophomore guard, going to check back in. One of these things that we like about out-of-town teams versus Yeshiva League is these teams have freshmen, sophomores, seniors, and juniors, not just seniors and juniors. What does that mean for development?
Yeah, it's just great to see guys. You have a 4-year starter at the varsity level, and it really allows you to develop into a true player. JV is great, but everyone knows it's definitely not varsity basketball. And it's just a different level. And if you're able to play at this level, especially if you're in multiple leagues, as that's a 3-pointer for Miller in and out. But to the last point, it could do wonders to your game. The earlier you're playing, better competition.
Yeah, 100%. As Beren missed a 3 there, as Hillel has it. Itzkowitz from deep. Off the mark. Rebounded there by Shaw. Who goes off, gets it poked off his leg, and Beren gets the ball back. As Jonathan Fitch is in the game for Beren, and Caleb Knoll making his first appearance for the Hillel Heat. All Sarachek games, which are played at Yeshiva University, will be broadcasted on MacsLive.com and the MacsLive YouTube channel. Subscribe to MacsLive on YouTube and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single Sarachek broadcast. As Aaron Cohen has it, gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli gives it inside to Fish. Fish gets blocked by Shmuel Kanal.
Yeah, it's great defense. Shmuel Kanal, the 5'11 sophomore, playing down low, but just looking at him, he looks like he's at least 6'1" with that big frame.
What do they say he's height on a roster sheet?
They say he's 5'11", but I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a Kevin Durant 6'9" situation here.
I'll take that approach with you. You have a good judgment over here. As Cohen goes in off the mark. Good defense there by the Heat.
That's good rebound by the freshman, Zach Itzkwitz.
As he's now controlling the play, something we haven't seen. Usually it's all Shaw. But Itzkwitz going in, finds Shaw. Shaw drives with his left. He goes in, gives it to Itzkwitz. Itzkwitz, another three from the top of the key. Does not get the shooter's touch.
Oh, man, that hung on the rim for forever.
My voice was definitely in the balance there. I didn't want to say anything, so I let it play out, you know?
Yeah, we don't want any announcers jinxes out here. We got a long three-pointer.
By Bolelli off the mark, but that was beautiful offense there. We want to talk about that for a second.
Yeah, just great moving the ball around, driving kicks, and really just unselfish basketball. And you see Bolelli gets a good-looking three. Bolelli's been just a real energy guy, so I'll take a seat here. But he's getting all over the place. He's got offensive rebounds. He's been driving the lane, playing good defense. Hasn't had the jumper or the shots fall yet, but I like his game.
There's Shaw with an athletic steal, and now he pulls it out. Gets a screen to go left. He pulls up from three. Little too strong. Good rebound there by Vaknin. Vaknin doing it himself. Between the legs, gets his defender falling. He then gets blocked from behind. Looks like he wanted a foul call, did not get it there. Sorry, excuse me, that was Rafi Miller, excuse me.
Yeah, we mentioned as we're going to have a timeout here. We're going to send it to a commercial break. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. It's the Hill Heat 16, the Beren Stars 14, as we're getting a replay here of that phenomenal block by Shmuel Kanal. As, yeah, a quick inbounds pass and the finish by Kluger.
Yeah, that was some setup play. It worked out great for them. But now they decided not to come back in that strong press, so Shaw easily able to bring it right over the court.
Yeah, more of a, looks like a matchup zone. We got here.
As Shaw drives in, goes across, gives it to Itzkwitz. Itzkwitz drives in, gives it back to Shaw. Shaw goes with his right, goes inside, puts it up, off the mark. Rebounded there by Cohen. As Miller has it. Foul is called on number 2, Caleb Knoll, off the ball, as the Stars will get it on the side with 35 reset shot clock.
And the score is 16-16 as we're near the end of the first half. Make sure to stay tuned for the Camp Step Up halftime show. But just, you know, you might think, oh, that was close to a backcourt violation there. And it's called a backcourt violation. Well, the delay call was the back judge on it.
Yeah, I think Coach Sackman have influenced him there a little bit. But as you said, look close to a backcourt call, and it was.
Yeah, tough to see on that replay angle. Just couldn't see the line. But as I was mentioning, it's a low-scoring game, but that's kind of normal for teams in their first or second game in the Max Stern Athletic Center. You know, it's a bigger court. It's more like a college-level rims. May not be as friendly as your local high school gym.
As Itzkwitz goes strong, gets robbed by Vaknin. He's going beautiful past Aaron Cohen, who could not finish with the left hand. As now the Heat are looking to slow it down a little bit, and that's exactly what Shaw does.
Yeah, that was fantastic defense by Jonathan Vaknin, and a good pass to Cohen as we're gonna have a moving screen here, I believe.
On Ashi Itzkwitz. I wonder if they're brothers.
Yeah, we'll try to get our stats team on that. But,
as Kluger has it top of the key, gives it to Rafi Levy, who pulls it out, directing offense, guarded tightly by Itzkwitz, Miller pulls it out, looking for an option. Voknin can't get open, finally gets the ball. Knoll tight man face guarding defense. Gives it to Kluger. Kluger tries to go inside on Shaw. He gets inside, puts it up. Nice finish off the glass.
Oh, fantastic take. There's 2 defenders on his hip and able to finish high off the glass with the right hand.
Itzkowitz throws it to someone. Someone happened to be there. Gets it into Knoll. Knoll cannot finish underneath. As Voknin now is taking it. Gives it to Miller. Miller running the offense. Beautiful first step to get by Itzkowitz. Gets inside and he finishes, and all of a sudden the Stars are up to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Rafi Miller, it's a great job breaking down off the dribble, getting to the basket. Just the ability to score at the basket and from the mid-range alone is a big deal.
Shaw has it, looking for help. Finally gets it in the form of Caleb Knoll. Caleb Knoll goes left, looking for an option. Beren bumps into each other, 2 defenders. Shaw has it, gives it to Itzkowitz. Itzkowitz from deep. In and out. That's unfortunate for Itzkowitz.
Yeah, it's a good look there for Itzkowitz. A good looking shot from way outside, in and out. But Beren has really kicked it up a level of intensity on defense as Miller's going to try to break down his man off the dribble.
As Cohen has it, goes inside Itzkowitz. A foul is called on the ground, I believe, and that's Hillel's 3rd.
Yeah, Cohen, good job driving. Had a man bites out, kicks to the corner. If not, he's got a lefty layup, but he's fouled before that.
For Beren, Jonas Schneider checks in for the first time, and Tahel Bileli checked back in. For Beren, Poznanski checks back in the game. 1:23 left, full shot clock for the Stars. Miller shoots a high arcing shot. No good. Good rebound there by Hillel.
Yeah, a bit of a tough shot for Miller, and they've been a good rhythm offense sharing the ball. Miller trying to get in the action. Gotta know to swing it off, and you'll get it back.
Itzkowitz to Itzkowitz. Now to Shaw. Shaw calling out a play. Tries to get inside on his man, but Bileli with great defense. Itzkowitz goes between the legs. Had a wide open Poznanski, unable to get it to him. However, good hustle there by Itzkowitz. Gives it back to Shaw. Shaw from the free throw line gets it to fall.
Oh man, he almost had a highlight before the split of the 2 defenders getting inside and had a dump off, couldn't hit it. But ends up getting it back and hitting a tough mid-range jump shot.
As Voknin has it, gives it to Bileli. Back to Miller, and Miller with a beautiful cut. Re-extends the lead to 4 as the shot clock is turned off.
Yeah, as Miller, the previous possession, took a not a great contested 2-point jumper. As you see a difference there, him working with the team, getting inside, and getting the open layup. As there's Kobe Shaw right back, another layup of his own.
Yeah, fantastic take with some English on it. Maybe too much time for the Stars, but they have 6 seconds still. Miller takes it early, unable to fall. Fight for the rebound.
Oh.
A shot there that was not able to make it the length of the court. It is halftime here in the Maction Athletic Center in the first game of the Tier 3 semis. Beren Stars 22, Hillel Heat 20. Stay tuned after this commercial for the Step It Up halftime show.
My name is Yogev Verdugo, founder and camp director of Step It Up, a sleepaway basketball camp located in upstate New York, founded on the premise that the game of basketball is overplayed and undertaught. Game IQ. Knowledge is power. Our players understand the game, understand how to bring the ball up court, initiate offense, understand how to pick apart man-to-man defense, how to operate against a zone defense, play low-high, high-low, ball reversals, driving and kicking in order to get a higher percentage shot, using zero dribble offense, drive fakes, pass fakes, and shot fakes to get the defense to commit. Of course, on the defensive side of the ball, to impact the ball both on the ball, off the ball, understand how to manage a team on the court and off, and much, much more. We believe that knowledge is power, and we aim to equip every single one of our players with a keen understanding of the game. Basketball fitness. If you're in great shape, your skills and game knowledge can come to life. Everything from speed, strength, quickness, agility, flexibility, balance, breath work, conditioning, the entire body. Nutrition, what we feed our bodies with. Our players understand that on-court success goes hand in hand with the foods that we put into our bodies. Our players understand the value of proteins, carbohydrates, both simple and complex, vegetables, colorful plates, proper hydration. Regardless of how much knowledge or how much of an advanced skill set our players have, they understand that without proper nutrition, it will be very hard to succeed on the court. Our mentality and philosophy go hand in hand. While we try to develop a player who can impose his or her will on their opponent, at the same time, we want our players to be with a calm mind and a center. Working very hard is a spiritual experience. In order to get good in basketball, you have to trust the process. You have to understand that some days, some week, some months, and even some years over a career will be hard. If you can stay the course and trust your skills, trust the work you've put in the long run, you'll succeed. Our players understand this, and they have a trust in their work and a trust in a process that allows them to enjoy the journey. I think a huge part of development is also knowing when to take a step back. You know, sometimes when we're chasing dreams and chasing goals and working towards something, we get so consumed and even obsessed with it. Sometimes you're having a bad day, put the ball down, jump in the pool, go watch a movie, hang out with friends, take a nap. If you're going to chase big goals, be patient with yourself. Self-compassion, self-love, live in gratitude, trust the process. More than anything, enjoy the process. This is basketball. You chose it because you love it, love the game, and the game will love you back. Honor the game, and the game will honor you back. Respect the game, and this game will give you more than you've ever imagined. My name is Yogesh Dugo, and I fell in love with basketball when I was 12 years old. Well, let me take you back to the beginning of Step It Up. A kid with hoop dreams. I wanted to be a Division I player. The dream became a reality. I ended up finding myself at Madison Square Garden. I ended up playing 2 years Division I basketball at Hofstra before transferring to Brandeis University in Boston, before moving to Israel, playing a year of pro ball. And at 25 years old, 2 years later, I started stepping up. At the time, a basketball private training company. So I said to myself, if kids are getting better in an hour and getting better in a week, let's start a sleepaway camp. You can make a real shift in their mind, a shift in their soul and their perspective. We started with one kid in 2009. This summer, we're fortunate enough to host over 430 campers from 20 states and 10 countries. We train with a focus and intensity on the court, which turns practice into a game and the game into a practice. We use basketball as a vehicle for growth and success. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Over 60 college players, Division I, II, and III. Professional players, national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, an NBA draft pick, and over 5,000 families, all of whom have stepped it up. We have a love for the game, timeless principles that guide us, a state-of-the-art campus, engaged coaches. We have the results. The choice is simple. It's time to step it up.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. This is the Camp Step It Up halftime show. Just a 2.5-hour drive from New York City with busing provided to and from camp. Founded by former D1 player Yogesh Verdugo, Step It Up is the most proven Shomer Shabbat Sleepaway basketball camp in the world over the past 13 years. Step It Up has produced over a dozen Yeshiva University and Stern College players, including all conference stars, leading scorers, along with dozens of Yeshiva League MVPs. Hundreds of Sarachek players have come through the program, including current stars like Gaby Spodek, Alex August, Jojo Alfasi, Simon Alul, and Noah Hiltzik. Step It Up has also developed over 100 college players across all divisions, professional and national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, and even an NBA draft pick. The camp runs this year from June 24th through August 5th in the U.S., with an additional Israel option from August 9th to 14th. Flexible 1 to 7 week plans are available for boys and girls in grades 3 through 12. With 3 daily minyanim, learning groups, a camp rabbi, and a state-of-the-art campus in Pennsylvania, over 5,000 families have already stepped it up. For more information, visit timetostepitup.com, email office@campstepitup.com, or call 888-600-0908. To give everyone a quick reboot, I'm Zach Siklik. I'm here with Yaakov Lazar. Yaakov, we thought in the pregame show it would be a tale between Kobe Shaw and Rafi Miller, but it seems to be a tale of Kobe Shaw and Jonathan Kluger. What has gone right for both these players so far?
Yeah, so Rafi Miller's still trying to find his place in the offense. You know, he's taking a couple ill-advised shots, but he's still getting his production and a couple driving layups, a big jumper. But the real breakout star, Jonathan Kluger, the junior, number 20, has been all over the place. Been a monster on the defensive end and the offensive end with, I believe, 8 points. He's got about, I believe, 7 rebounds, and he's just been all over the place. And for the Hillel Pittsburgh Heat, we have Kobe Shaw, as you mentioned. He's been really carried also as well by Zach Itzwitz. It's been kind of a 1-2 punch, as often they'll find each other for layups. But toward the end of the half, it was Kobe Shaw getting to the basket show, really showing off his bag and his ability to break down defenders off the dribble. You know, a mid-range jumper from the elbow, a couple of layups, and he's really gonna have to really keep at that level to keep Hillel Heat in the game.
Yeah, it's a 2-point game, as you can see on screen, with Beren Stars up 2. If you're Hillel, what was your message in the locker room?
You know, if I'm Hillel, I'm saying, hey, we're playing well. You know, we're getting good looks. We've hit a couple threes go in and out, and you know, we just gotta keep it. We just gotta keep to our game. Gotta play with intensity. You know, it's still early, even though they just got their feet under them for a full half, but it's still early. It's been a long weekend, a great Shabbos, and they just got to keep it up. And for Beren, you know, kind of the same thing. The end of the second half, they really defensively got to another level, and it was the Kobe Shaw show that was really the only thing that was keeping Hill in this game. But we got to ramp up another level on defense, and yeah, when we get good looks, you got to just knock them down.
Sign up for MacsLive WhatsApp status for behind-the-scenes content updates you won't want to miss, especially tomorrow on Championship Monday. Send a WhatsApp message to 805-MacsLive. That's 805-622-7548, and save our contact in your phone. Second half about to begin. We have Hillel Pittsburgh going to our right. They're in the navy blues. We have the Beren Stars in white going to our left. Hillel ball here with 16 left to play. As Shaw has it. Cohen back in his half-court press. Shaw gets over the timeline. Finally able to give it to Itzkowitz, and now their offense can set up. A rush pass there by Itzkowitz, and Beren able to have possession.
Yeah, that was great defense, forcing Itzkowitz to throw it away a bit. Led to a turnover.
As Voknin came inside, kicked it out to the corner to Cohen. Cohen now give it to Kluger up top. Kluger gives it to Voknin. Voknin gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli looking for an option. Goes inside on Noel with the spin move. Little too strong. Good rebound there by Poznanski.
Yeah, great look by Bolelli inside. Bit of a tough shot, but if he able to get those going, it can really open the floor for him.
Shaw has it, looking for an option. Getting guarded really tightly by Aaron Cohen. Finally gives it up to Itzkowitz. Gets it back. Waits for a screen. Canal coming with a screen. He gets doubled. Finds Canal. Canal goes inside. Beautiful pass down low to Poznanski. Gives it back to Shaw. With 10 left, Shaw gives it to Itzkowitz. Itzkowitz gets bumped, and they do call a foul on number 22, Jonathan Voknin.
Yeah, I just want to highlight something happened in that play. Number 12, Aaron Cohen, you know, got caught way out of position, ended up on the ground, and then gets up, immediately gets into the play, and is able to force. As there's a good shot inside by number 24, Zach Itzkowitz on the floor.
As now it's back to a tie game. Voknin now taking the reins in the point guard position. Calling something out. He gives it to Kluger. Kluger goes inside on Itzkowitz. Gets doubled. Gives it up to Miller. Miller, a little short. Looked a little tired in his legs there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's a lot of travel. It's a long weekend. A lot of basketball is being played, and it's a lot. This tournament really shows who the great teams are, with the ability to win games day after day, with Shabbos, you know, in between. Oh, he's got a backcourt there. Shaw.
Yeah, favorable call once there with the backcourt, and now this time goes against them. Good defense there by Beren. If you're Beren, how do you get Shaw more open with Cohen guarding him so tightly?
Yeah, you know, you gotta run some interesting actions for him. You gotta try to run him off picks. Get him going baseline. It's always a good look.
It's a good take there by Kluger, and he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. Foul there is on number 3, Ashi Itzquist. That's his 3rd. If you're Coach Sachs, do you maybe give him a little bit of a breather there so he doesn't get into 4th early on?
Yeah, it all goes on how much you trust your bench, and as here we go here, guess he's got trust in number 12, Noam Freeman, the freshman, the 5'11 junior. Sorry, the 5'11 junior. Sorry, not the freshman. He's a forward. But yeah, this is where depth comes into play. You got a player goes in foul trouble, and someone's got to step it up to really go deep with the championship runs.
Good press break there by Sean Itzkowitz. Now Itzkowitz has it at the top of the key. Tries to ball fake. Has nothing. Tenacious defense there by Cohen. Itzkowitz finally gets inside. Pulls up a little short off. Good rebound there by Bilali.
Yeah, I like this double big lineup with Poznansky and Kanal for Hillel. Is a little late whistle called.
Yeah, by the back ref, which gets Vachnin had a fast break. Now we'll have a chance for 2 more points to extend the Stars' lead up to 3.
Yeah, with Freeman, with Poznansky, with Kanal on the floor, you could really put a presence down inside, which is your first free throw coming up. In and out.
We would like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud MacsLive sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video.
Yeah, all of Hill's points inside, to miss free throws, all of Hill's points inside have come from Shaw and Itzkowitz. So if you got a paint presence down low, it's kind of match Kluger.
An offensive foul there on Shaw. He's not happy with that. Great defense by Aaron Cohen, not really giving him an inch of space to breathe even. And the replay there, he clearly extended out his elbow. Good call there by the refs.
Yeah, I have to disagree. I like to let them see it go. Let that go. It's been a physical game back and forth, and kind of inconsistent call with what we've been doing all day.
Strong rebound there by Gavi Poznansky, but Beren though fights for it, and they will retain possession. Great hustle there by Jonathan Kluger, I believe it was.
Yeah, just great hustle by Kluger. As you mentioned, offensive rebounds, drawing free throws, finishing tough layups. He's been everywhere.
Poznansky, a beautiful pass inside to Miller. Unable to finish, but he'll go to the line for 2.
The Beren crowd that's traveled all this way would have erupted on that if he would have finished that. That was a great pass inside, a great inbound look. And Miller got 2 free throws.
Yeah, great inbound play there. Getting Miller an open opportunity under the hoop. Can't ask for more than that if you're the Beren Stars.
Miller missed the first, but yeah. At least for me, the sign of a great coach, the ability to draw up a great inbounds play.
For behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow at MacsLive on Instagram and Twitter as he hits the second free throw to extend the lead to 2.
Beren in a full-court press. Trying to up that intensity.
With a good break press there by the Heat. Shaw to Itzkowitz. Itzkowitz now getting bodied by Kluger, and they will call a foul.
Yeah, I believe that's the 3rd team foul on Beren. And something that happens when you up the intensity like that is you're more prone to fouls, and just got to be careful of that, especially in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up easy points on the line, and it's a big risk-reward game, the high-pressure defense.
As Noel will check it in, gives it to Itzkowitz, finds someone in the corner. Good pump fake there by Freeman, unable to finish. Good rebound, though, by Poznansky, who gives it back to Shaw. Shaw up top, goes left, trying to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a great down pass backdoor for the finish by Shaw to Freeman. Just going to say on that last play, I think Itzkowitz stole the inbounds pass from Shaw. There's a shot coming to the basket. Itzkowitz came across, but it ends up in a bucket nonetheless.
As the Stars have it, Kluger looking for an option. Watch his pivot foot. He's able to dribble. But good defense there by Shaw. Unable to finish it, but good knockout. Miller gives it across to Cohen. Cohen back to Miller. Miller to Bilali. Bilali looking for space. Great defense there by Noel. Gets trapped. Now they finally take it out with 3 on the shot clock only. Cohen just puts it up. No good, but good rebound there by Miller, who gives it to Vachnin. Vachnin goes inside to Miller. Miller wide open in the corner. Unable to connect. Good rebound there by Caleb Knoll.
Yeah, I think that was Hillel's best 35 seconds of defense in the half-court set. You know, very great ball movement there, and Hillel just took everything away. That's a long three-pointer. No good offensive rebound.
Yeah, good rebound there by Knoll. Knoll's been a hustler since he's got on the court. This time Shaw has it. Looking for an option. Gives it to Knoll. Knoll calling out a play, resetting it. Guarded by Miller. Shaw has it. Gives it inside to Itzkowitz. Itzkowitz goes inside. Gets blocked. Ralphie Miller with a big block to keep this game tied.
Oh, man, it almost looked like Miller knew the play. That's how all over Shaw. He was on there, as you'll see on our replay. Miller almost waiting for Shaw at the basket. Sorry, for Itzkowitz at the basket. As there's Shaw missing a three. Offensive rebound and a putback is good.
Big boy putback from Gavi Poznanski to Hillel to give them back the lead with 3:14 to go. As Vachnin has it, gives it to Kluger, to Miller in the corner. Miller tries for the response, unable to, rebounded by Itzkowitz.
Yeah, good look for Miller. It's been a rough shooting day for him, but he's a great player. I'm sure when it matters most, he'll be there.
Great take there by Knoll. Knoll goes inside, off the layup. Beautiful kiss off the glass.
Yeah, Caleb Knoll, we haven't said much of him on the offensive end. That was a great first step to get by Miller and get all the way to the basket for a layup.
Miller tries giving it to Cohen. I saw the look, but a little bit too tall. As the Heat retain possession, but with it being out of bounds, here comes the star press. Let's see what Shaw has to get around it. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman throws it all the way up the court to Knoll. Great play by Freeman. Shaw wide open for three. Blows right by Bolelli. Goes inside and one. Kobe Shaw.
Yeah, it's a great job by Shaw. Getting around his defender, taking the contact and finishing through the foul.
As all of a sudden now it is a 6-point game, a chance for 7 for Hillel. It was a 2-point game to start the half, and now they're blowing away with it, Yakov.
Yeah, Hillel's really picked it up another level of intensity. We mentioned Beren in the end of the first half. We're the ones playing with more aggression. Also, the Itzkowitzes are cousins. Thanks to Noam, you know you are, for the info.
As Bolelli has it, gives it to Vachnin. Vachnin doing the smart thing to pull it out. Gives it to Miller. Miller gets double teamed. Gives it back to Vachnin. Shaw playing aggressive, and they're 2-3 here. Gives it to the corner. As that's Kluger. Kluger going up front. And that's a shot clock violation. Another great defensive possession for the Hillel Pittsburgh Heat.
Yeah, you saw Coach Dan Sachs is really, really excited about the defense by Hillel forcing the shot clock violation and a timeout taken.
Best summer ever. Last summer, we brought 1,000 teams to Israel. This year, we're bringing even more. The countdown is on. Are you ready? With over 20 incredible programs, NCSY has something for everyone. Don't miss your chance to make this the best summer ever. Register today at summer.ncsy.org. If you're Beren, this pressure is now starting to give you a little bit of issues. Hillel's bringing it easily, and they're ending up with free opportunities at the basket. If you're Coach Cole, is this something you consider pulling out of, or do you stick with it and just keep on going full force?
Yeah, you just got to trust with what got you here, you know. It's a big deal to be invited to Sarachek, and it's just, you know, you got to, this is about probably the last games they'll play for the end of the season, and you put in a whole season of work, you got to ride with what got you here. And if the press was something that was key to you, you just gotta, even if they're breaking it, you just gotta stick with it, because you gotta trust your process that it's gonna turn around.
100%. Beren, and they have about 10 minutes left before their Tier 3 championship berth gets evaporated before their hands. But you know what they say, Yaakov? It's March. Losers become winners, winners become losers. Miracles do happen here in March, so you never know anymore.
Yeah, also we just started the calendar. It was maybe these teams still have a little of Adar magic within them. And, anything could happen. Sarachek,
While we're waiting, while there was a spillage on the court, What's been your favorite shoe so far in this game? Have you noticed anything spectacular?
You know, I haven't, but now I'm going to look out for it, and I'm not sure I'm going to pay attention to the basketball, but yeah, I love the sneaker collection we got out here.
The fans are waiting for an answer, so during the next intermission between the third and fourth quarter, take some good looking.
As we're going to, yeah.
As we're still waiting for the floor to be cleaned. We got to keep the players safe. Floor can't be slippery. It's not right. Could be it's cold outside, wet outside, so sometimes people bring that traction in. People walk on the court, even as our amazing people down there who are doing the book and time all keep on saying, don't walk on the court. People do anyway, so it gets a little wet sometimes.
Yeah, I really want to thank everyone who puts in all the hard work to make this tournament possible. It's so many behind-the-scenes people. You couldn't even imagine that without them, we wouldn't be able to have this great basketball tournament. So a real call vote to everybody.
As on cue, Shaw just blows by the whole Beren team, gets in the corner for Freeman. Freeman from deep, no good. Good rebound there by Noel. Noel gives it to Itzkwitz. Itzkwitz, one-step pull-up, and he connects.
Yeah, it was Itzkwitz really calm and collected as he got to that mid-range free throw line extended area and buries a jumper.
As the Stars now working against this 2-3 out defense. Voxton has it, gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli gives it in the corner to Klugler. Klugler bruises through his man, and they call an offensive foul.
Yeah, a little bit of a delayed call, but Kluger giving out so you'll see here on our replay, might have extended the elbow. Yep, a little bit of extension right in front of the referee. It's going to be called every time.
As Zach Itzkowitz has it. He's going inside, gives it up to Shaw. Hillel running a motion offense over here. Shaw looking for anyone. A little risky pass to Freeman, but it gets through. Freeman goes to the corner. Wide open is Caleb Knoll. No good. Good rebound there by Kluger, and he's pushing strong. Good fast break there on Miller, though unable to capitalize. Knoll with the rebound, calming everything down. Yeah,
I like Kluger being aggressive. He was so impactful in the first half. Been really quiet in this third quarter. But if Beren's going to win, they're going to need him to step up. Shaw finally makes it over the timeline. The refs were starting to look at 10 seconds over there. Tries to go inside on Cohen. Cohen's playing great defense. Knoll comes with a pick. Shaw doesn't use it. Goes other way. Spins outside, resets with a 9-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Shaw has it. Gets taken by Bolelli. Goes, puts it up, gets blocked. Miller with the rebound. He has 12 seconds left. Yeah, chance to get one last shot here.
Miller to Bolelli. Bolelli for three. No good. It stays in bounds. Kluger with a finish, and that's the way to end the half. Hillel 32, Beren Stars 26, as we'll head it to a commercial break. We would like to thank all of our MacsLive sponsors. If you would like to become a new one, please email us at yumacslive@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram or Twitter. It is the fourth quarter, the end of the first game of the Tier 3 semifinals. Hillel Heat have 32, Beren Stars 26. Yakov, the final 8. Doesn't sound linguistic, but it's okay. For Hillel, what do you do to keep the composure and maintain the lead?
Yeah, Hillel is really taking a command of this game. Now up 6, had a large lead, I believe, of 8. And they've really flipped the script in this third quarter. They've been really playing harder with more energy, with more effort. And they just got to keep it up. You can't let up now because you're up 6 in the fourth quarter. A lot of basketball left to be played. And this 8 minutes is going to go by quick, but it's also going to feel like forever if you're on the court.
And if you're the Beren Stars, how do you get yourself claw back into this game?
Yeah, it's going to sound really simple, but it's just you got to get baskets and then follow them up with stops. You can't trade baskets in these scenarios and think you're doing well because Hillel is more than happy to trade baskets with you with the lead.
As Voxton has it, Stars have the first possession. Gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli goes inside. No foul call. Does not finish by the rim. He wanted it. Refs say play on, as Itzquist now trying to dribble it over the timeline, and he'll settle everything down.
Yeah, it's been a good physical game so far.
As Knoll has it, gets it from it, gives it back to Shaw. Shaw fakes the pass to Itzquist, gives it back to Knoll. Knoll wide open for a three, a little long, but good effort there by Itzquist to maintain possession. And the ref blows a whistle. They called an off-ball foul on
Beren, and it's going to stay a Hillel ball.
On Aaron Cohen, as the Hillel Heat will retain possession.
Yeah. Good look for Caleb Knoll on that three, a little strong, but love the aggression. Remember, he had a great blow by for a tough layup. It's just a three-pointer for Itzquist. Book it.
There he is, Zach Itzquist with a three, extends the lead to 9.
Yeah, I believe the largest lead of the game, and Itzquist had a big jumper at the end of the third quarter and picks up right where he left off a three.
Vachtan has it, gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli looking for Miller in the corner, can't give it to him, so Vachtan has it back. Goes inside with a spin move, gives it to Cohen. Cohen trying to get Miller, couldn't. Gives it to Kluger. Kluger tries to go right, unable to. Miller has it, jab step, now dribbles, finds over Kluger. Kluger goes inside, mid-ranger, gets the touch to fall.
Yeah, I mentioned Kluger's, who was huge in the first half. He's going to have to be a real player down the stretch to bring home this game.
As the Beren faithful finally making some noise with 6.5 to go, down 7. As a foul there called on Miller for a little bit of too much of a poke. As the Heat will retain it possession underneath. New shot clock of 35. A timeout here being called by the Stars. Probably just to relax his team a little bit, set everything down. As we'll head it to a quick commercial break. Don't leave. Stay tuned for the rest of the game.
The first thing that struck me when I came here was the beauty of this place.
When I first got here, it was so welcoming, and I felt like I fit in right away.
I'm always excited to be here. The atmosphere here is great. The people here are great. The staff is great.
Every summer is so unforgettable.
And each year it gets even better and better.
Are you ready for the best summer ever?
Welcome back to the MacsLive Athletic Center. We want to give a quick piece of information from the admissions department. All Tier 1 semifinals games as well as the Tier 1 championship tomorrow will be bracelet-only tickets. The way to get a ticket will be lining up at 12:30 upstairs today for today's 2 games. Gyms will be cleared. They are different bracelets. On behalf of admissions and MacsLive, we are sorry for this for all public fans, as the players will have priority, and then fans, there's a limited capacity, first come, first serve. You can start lining up now. You never know when tickets will be sold out. As Beren has the ball up 7. Hillel has the ball up 7. 6 minutes to go here in the Tier 3 semifinals. As Posanski a little too strong on it. Kluger going in. Finds Bolelli. Bolelli gets fouled on the ground by Caleb Knoll.
Yeah, it's some good defense, just getting a little too handsy, committing the foul. Leaning in a little bit too much to the body, and can't give up early fouls here. Careless fouls, but like the good defense.
As Cohen has it. Gives it back to Vachtan. Vachtan inside to Miller. Miller inside. He'll go up for 2 free throws. Great play there by Rafi Miller to draw contact.
Yeah, it was a great entry pass, kind of a lost art through all levels of basketball, getting the ball down low into the post. But it can be really effective to get your big some good looks at the basket. As Miller drawing the contact, will go to the line for 2.
Come to Golan Heights for the best authentic Israeli food and more. Located just steps away on campus. Shawarma, schnitzel, poppers, name a few of Golan Heights' delicious items. Yaakov, you seemed very excited when I gave this Golan read. Are you a Golan guy?
I'm a big fan of Golan Heights. It's a great place. Open late, long day of work here at Yeshiva University, and nothing like Golan at night.
As here's the first free throw from Miller, and as it falls to bring the lead now down to 7. And he upped it on the shoes yet. The fans have been texted. They want an answer.
I like number 44. That's Shmuel Kanal with the, in fact, block earlier. It's got some nice neon orange looking shoes. Real standout.
They're of the Nike brand. I don't know which player they are from. If you know, you're a shoe guy yourself. As there he is on tap, Kanal. Beautiful pump fake. Finishes at the rim on that nice pass break layup.
Yeah, he's got the shoes and he's got the finish down low.
As Vachnin has it. This 2-3 defense has really been giving Stars issues as they've been staying very much outside. Some shot clock violations. And there's a walk on Jonathan Vachnin. The Hillel bench knew it right away.
Yeah, the Hillel is really playing at a great level right here. And if they play like this, they could win tier 3. As we got a steal from Kluger on cue.
Great pull, great spin move. Goes to his strong side, unable to finish. Good defense there by Kobe Shaw. As Iskowitz has it. Sorry, partner.
Yeah, it's a great take by Kluger after good defense. Got a turnover here.
Stay tuned after the game ends for the NTSY postgame show. We will be interviewing the star or stars of the game. As Vachnin has it, a new opportunity to attack this 2-3 zone. Gives it to the wing to Bolelli. Bolelli has it. Gives it to Kluger up top. And a timeout is called by the Beren Stars with 25 on the shot clock. We'll head it to a quick commercial break. Welcome back to the Max Strip Athletic Center. We're in the final 5. There we go, linguistics over there. We have the Hillel Heat 37, the Beren Stars 30. A spot in the Tier 3 championship on the line. Yakov in the huddle there. If you're the Beren Stars, if you're Coach Cole, what are you saying to the guys?
Just, you gotta say, you just gotta throw it. Everything that's happened today, it's been a lot of good, a lot of bad. A lot's happened. You just gotta throw it. Yeah, it looks like you have another spill. But we're gonna be back in the action. But you gotta tell you, hey, we got 5 minutes of basketball left. Gotta put it all out on the line, and just really bring it home. And if you're a Beren, like, hey, we gotta give really 120% to make up a 7-point deficit.
As a great knockup by Noel, stays with the Beren Stars. Just looks like Hillel cares more. They're putting in more effort. The extra rebounds, the extra steals, something that Beren will obviously have to fix down the stretch. As Vachnin has it, tries to give it to Miller inside. Miller thought it was tipped. The ref does not think so, and it's the Heat ball.
Yeah, maybe it was deflected, but it was definitely the last touch by Miller as Beren's going to come out in their press.
As they change it, the refs have a discussion. The back ref coming on and saying, are you sure it was the right call? I saw otherwise. And then the flipping it as Beren keeps possession.
Yeah, it's always great when officials can hold together. Everyone's human. We all make mistakes, and it's really big of an official to overturn a call. Rely on your teammates for help. Kind of like basketball. It's not a one-man show.
As there's 15 seconds on the shot clock, gives it to Cohen. Cohen for 3, and he connects. Aaron Cohen cuts the lead to 4.
Yeah, Aaron Cohen, that's a big-time 3. Cuts to a 4-point game and right back in the press.
Yeah, Shaw looks a little flustered, but there's Iskowitz right there, his wingman to help him out, cross over. As Shaw has it back now. Aaron Cohen in his face. Shaw gives it up to Noel. The Beren faithful making some noise again. They're back. They're here. You hear them. Iskowitz has it. Gives it to Shaw. Shaw drives left. Goes in strong on Miller. Unable to get it. And it's off Shaw. Miller must have thrown it off him when he was standing. And Beren Stars had the chance to bring it to one possession.
What an incredible offensive play by Merafi and Miller. Rejecting Shaw in the air, throwing it off him out of bounds. We got a good one here.
As Miller has it, kicks it out to Vachnin. Gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli from deep. No good. Big rebound there by Kluger. Kluger has it. He gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli settling it down now. He has it to Vachnin. Vachnin coming to the top against this 2-3, looking for an option. Has Kluger. Kluger, ball fake, goes inside, puts it up, tries getting Miller. It seems that Miller was tangled up, but they say it was either way off the Hillel Heat. Beren retains possession with 19 on the shot clock.
Yeah, a lot going on near that block area. Kluger tried to get it to Miller, who was double teamed and kind of fell down. But a break caught for Beren as Miller for three. Too strong.
Cohen, though, with a nice rebound. He puts it up and he hits it. Back-to-back buckets, Aaron Cohen.
Yeah, Aaron Cohen, who's been guarding Sean Iskowitz all night. Now 5 points in a row down the stretch.
Beautiful Euro step by Zach Iskowitz to re-extend the lead back to 4.
Yeah, Iskowitz using the left hand, splitting through defenders. Both teams have picked it up.
As it goes off Shaw, the ball almost came up to us in the booth. You were ready to catch it there, but it retains Star's ball.
Yeah, I'm always ready to shoot it from 50.
Just because it's the Final Four doesn't mean there's got to be some highlight reels. But the players said no, it is highlight time, and that's what they're doing here. As Vogten has it, gives it to Kluger, back to Vogten. Vogten looking for an option, finds Kluger. Kluger tries going to Vogten. Good defense there by Knoll, has it back. Now Vogten gets it, goes left to Bolelli. Gives it to Cohen, back to Bolelli. Bolelli looking for an option, has Cohen. 8 on the shot clock. I don't know if they realize. Bolelli has it, down to 5 on the shot clock. Gives it across to Kluger. Kluger goes inside with 1 second left, unable to finish. And they do call a shot clock violation. Good defense there by the Hillel Heat.
Yeah, a bit of an understatement. Hillel Heat all over the place, locking down the passing lanes, a couple deflections, forcing the shot clock violation.
A risky pass there by Shaw to his handyman, but Vogten got a little too pokey and they gave a foul called on him.
Yeah, Jonathan Vogten, the sophomore guard, pleading with the official, saying he's being held. Just forced him to hold back, but a foul nonetheless.
Shaw tries to go blind Cohen, unable to. Cohen with great recovery speed. Shaw now settling things down, up 4, 2.5 to go. Guarded by Cohen. Now gets doubled by Miller. Now Miller's back off, gives it up to Knoll. Knoll calls something out, back to Shaw, and they reset their offense. Here comes a pick from Poznanski. Shaw goes inside, puts it up, gets fouled, and he will go to the line for a couple.
Yeah, great move by Shaw, not getting too flustered at any point in the possession. Moves off the ball and gets it back. And draws the foul, going to the line for 2. A chance to bump this lead up to 6, Difference between 4 and 6. It's still 2 possessions either way, but it is a huge difference down the stretch.
If I'm the Beren crowd, I'd be looking for some action, some noise, something just to get to Shaw's head, but they seem very quiet and very passive right now behind the Beren bench.
As we have the officials talking to each other about something. Not sure what. When we get word, we'll bring it to your attention.
Yeah, I just don't think they know who the foul is on yet, as they're still waiting. They haven't updated it. They're trying to discuss who it's on. Maybe someone has 4. I'm not so sure of the deal right now. They call it on number 20, Jonathan Kluger.
Call on Kluger, I believe.
Coach Sachs seems to be having a nice little word with the refs. Maybe not impacting their decision, but he wants to make sure that he hears what happens. And now they said it's not on Kluger. I'm not sure that's who it's on.
That's number 13 for Beren. Yonatan Fish, I don't believe we've seen today, is at the scores table.
With some more discussion, we want to give you a reminder. After this game, we got Hank for Sky High, Tier 3 semis. After that, the Tier 1 semis, we have DRS against Jewish Culture, the 1-4, as well as Shalhevet against Frisch, the 2-3. Big matchups. Everyone should stay tuned for those games as well, followed by the Tier 2 semis. Packed day here at the Max Athletic Center. We'd like to thank, as you said, Yaakov, everyone who's helping us make this today possible.
Yeah, really excited for some of these games down the stretch. As you got a missed free throw here, but yeah, really looking forward to those Tier 1 semifinals. You've had some great moments in history in the past. That second free throw is short. Good rebound. Yeah.
2 missed free throws by Shaw, not what you want to see. And there goes Kluger going fast inside, and this time they do call a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, and those free throws come really into play as Jonathan Fish did check into the game for Beren. But, yeah, Shaw, who's been fantastic all night, missing 2 free throws there. And now Kluger a chance to cut to a 2-point game.
Yeah, he's quiet Jim on the first. A little long. Free throw troubles coming down the stretch for both of these out-of-town teams. I wonder if it's been travel, if it's Shabbos, early morning Sunday.
And hey, this is the semifinals of Tier 3 of Sarachek. You know, it's a big gym. You know, crowd's starting to fill up, and pressure's a real thing as both free throws missed. So each team trades a pair of zeros on the free throw line.
As Itzkowitz has it, looking for something, finds Shaw. Shaw gets a nice little curler. Noel goes inside, gives it to the corner to Freeman. Freeman looks for someone, finds Poznansky inside, who gets it stolen away by Kluger, and he's off to the races. He's going 1-on-2, strong take, blows by his man, and one! Jonathan Kluger with a chance to make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, it was a great take on the drive by Kluger. But what was really impressive was his ability to drive through the double team. He was trapped around half court and kind of just blew by himself. He gets the steal, splits the double, finishes through the contact. Can't hit the free throw. And it'll be bounced. It'll stay with the Stars. The 1:44 to go. They're going to have a chance to tie it now.
Yeah, all of a sudden, 1-possession game. Beren has it. Got to give it to Miller right now, which they just do. You know, gives it to Bolelli. Bolelli resetting the clock, resetting the offense to Cohen. Back to Bolelli. Looking for an option, finds Miller. Miller getting stuffed, but able to reach it just enough to Bolelli. Good defense there by Noel. Bolelli has it, gives it to Cohen, who gives it now back to Miller. Back to Cohen. Cohen looking for an option, finds the high post, and Kluger. Kluger finds a wide open Bolelli in the corner. No good. Good rebound there by Gavi Poznansky.
Oh, that was a great shot by Bolelli. A chance, you know, to put them up one. Kind of feel like it would steal a 5-point possession with this. Gotta steal the layup and then a 3 in 1 possession.
As Noel has it, getting double teamed. Gives it up. Finds Freeman in the corner. Freeman does not shoot it. Looks for an option. Drives inside. Good defense there by Bolelli to come back from the top of the key to steal it. And now Miller's pushing up the pace. Miller has it to Bolelli. Bolelli in the corner. That's Fish for 3. Off the mark. Big rebound there, though, by Zach Itzquist to slow the game down. Now with 37 seconds. Timeout called by Hillel Heat. Let's give a quick rundown over here. 36 seconds left. 4 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hillel up 2. If you're the Heat, if you're Coach Sachs, what is the message to the guys now with the 4 second difference between shot clock and game clock?
Yes, you got to tell your players, you got to protect the ball, you know. I don't think Beren, only down 2, is enough time to let the shot clock run all the way down and get a rebound and have enough time to get a good shot. There's only about a 4 second difference shot clock and game clock. So by the time you get a rebound, if you let this run, you're looking at maybe 1-2 seconds max. So if I'm Beren, I'm coming out in a press. I'm trying to do everything to get a stop. And if you're the Hillel Heat, you gotta really, really lock down and no turnovers. You know, if you're trapped, you still have timeouts. As you get a good replay here of the Kluger and 1. That was a great take down the stretch. Cut the lead to 2. Remains the score 39-37. But if you're the Heat, it's turnovers are really a cardinal sin right now. And you just got to protect the ball. Now, if you're Beren, you're coming out and press. Because, once again, you don't have time to let the shot clock wind down and still get a good look.
So at what point, if you're Beren, do you foul?
You know, I would try to get a trap in the backcourt. And then you're going for the steal as you have a spillage, I believe.
It's like the 4th time. Wonder if these teams are doing it on purpose for the extra few seconds of breather.
You know, shades of Jason Kidd back in his days as the coach of the net. I forgot the player. Someone texted me the player if they remember who banged into Jason Kidd to cause the extra timeout. But
listen, both teams have 6-7 players, so give their guys an extra second of breath. As Shaw has it, trying to cross over Aaron Cohen with the tenacious defense he's been having all game.
Watch the half-court trap. And there's a foul called.
A foul. I'm not sure if it's on Cohen or on Bolelli.
I believe that's going to be 2 free throws. Yeah, they're calling on number 24. It's a second foul. It's Zach Itzkowitz.
No, it's on 11. Tahel Bolelli.
Oh, they just changed it to Tahel Bolelli. His first personal foul.
as it seems that Dan Sachs is going to be icing his own player at the free throw line before 2 shots. Not sure if that's the best move if you're a coach.
Yeah, a bit of a curious move, but you know, maybe he knows his player's the best. Maybe he knows that right now he's tired. He just dribbled around, you know, trying to get a play, and just try to get a little energy. You know, if this player's got nerves of steel, then ice in his veins, then just give him a couple extra seconds to, you know, let him cool off to get to the line, and without the exhaustion factor of running around right before.
While we have a few seconds, I would like to thank everyone who has made this game possible today. We got our executive director, Eitan Traurig, our executive producer, David Sampson, our associate director, welcome back, Jarrett Lazarus, our associate producer, Yosef Silver, our directors, Shlomo Alter and Moshe Laub, our camera operator, Donnie Genauer, Elon Basher, Razi Derek, and Mandy Spinoza, and our stats team, Josh Silkin. Thank you, everyone. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. Yaakov, it's been a pleasure with you, and without you, I couldn't have done it as well.
I appreciate it, partner, and don't sell yourself short. You're also a producer of this fantastic broadcast, and yeah, it was really been a pleasure working with you, and looking forward to the end of this game with just under 30 seconds left.
As Shaw for 2 massive free throws. Jim is quiet. Long on the first.
Yeah, he missed short. His last couple of free throws now long. Look for him to, you know, kind of find the range. At least make it a 3-possession game where the worst you could have is overtime.
Second one short. Good fight for a rebound, though, between Poznanski, however, unable to secure it. Shot clock is off. One last possession, one final moment for these Beren Stars.
Yeah, if I'm Beren, I'm going for the tie. Let's see they go here. And we're going to have a timeout, I believe. We have a scoreboard malfunction, I believe.
They reset to 20.
And they put 1.5 seconds back on the clock. And also something to note, possession arrow on a jump ball, I believe, goes to the Hillel Heat. So, you know, if you're Hillel, you could try to force a jump ball, but a foul puts them at the line. Here we go.
25 seconds. Kluger has it. He's working around, goes inside, trips. A foul is called, and that puts him at the line. He'll have 2 opportunities here to tie this game up.
Yeah, Coach Dan Sachs for Hillel wanted to travel there, but it was, I think, the bump that forced the steps. Now 2 huge free throws for Kluger, who's missed a couple down the stretch. But he has 2 here to ice the game with 19.4 remaining.
First one, he has ice in his veins. It's now a 1-point game with 19.4 seconds. 1 more free throw.
Yeah, this is a big one here for the tie.
And it falls. 19 seconds, tie game. Hillel's chance. 1 moment. What an interesting foul call here, as that gives Zach Iskowitz 2 free throws at the line. I think everyone's confused what happened there with Hillel Bolelli.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. They intentionally put a player at the free throw line. Yeah, someone, I don't know what. That was a very interesting coaching strategy. But it's going to put Itzkowitz at the free throw line, and he has a chance for the lead. And he makes it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, partner. Unless he thought they were losing still after those 2 free throws. I don't understand this call. Itzkowitz hits the first calmly, hits the second.
He switches both.
Now it's their turn. Beren tries again. They have their one last moment. Down 2. 12 seconds. Kluger has it. Back to Miller. Miller goes inside, looking to make his mark on this game. Does not fall. Rebounded inside. Aaron Cohen, and it's Hillel Heat basketball with 3 seconds to go. A timeout called by Coach Sachs. If you're the Beren Stars, Ken Escher better look than that than having Rafi Miller open inside.
Yeah, Rafi Miller makes a great spin move inside, gets into the lane, and, you know, a shot on the favorable rim, rolls in and out, and Hillel had just got to hold on to the ball, basically. Just not turn over on this side of the basket, and they're looking at a great chance at a victory, and hate to go back to that decision, but a little bit of a curious call to foul when already in the bonus to give them 2 free throws.
Yeah, very interesting play. And it seems that after this game, we will be having a player of the game interview with our very own sideline reporter, Yosef Silver. Once these 3 seconds come off, let me tell you, it won't be 3 seconds between fouls and everything. It'll be a little bit longer, but hope you can stay with us through the rest, because this is a nail-biter finish over here.
Yeah, we have the players waiting for the next game. We got the Hank Hurricanes by that Hill sideline underneath the baseline.
As the Heat just drew up a play, they have 3 seconds left. Let's see what they do. They get it to Iskowitz, the smart man. He gets fouled right away by Voknin. If you're the Heat, are you happy with that going Iskowitz over Shaw?
Well, I don't know about over Shaw, but Shaw's a great player. But Iskowitz just calmly made the 2 biggest free throws, maybe of his life, a couple seconds ago. Now going to line for 2, and it doesn't even really matter. He can miss this free throw. He can miss 2, and you're going to have the only chance that the Stars have of winning is basically a full court heave, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. As I think the strategy now is figuring out what you're supposed to do. The coaches are on the bench talking about it. Let's also talk out. We're talking about all his poise, all his composure. He's only a freshman, and he's playing this calm throughout the whole game. Misses the first, though, but
left the door open.
As a timeout is called by Beren, they're going to use their full timeout here. And I guess now here's where the strategy comes in. Do you miss on purpose the second free throw?
You know, I'm a big fan of, I would make this free throw. It's almost impossible. You know, if I'm looking at a makeable 3, it's about 6 or 7 feet behind the college three-point line is the probably the longest range you're going to get on a heave on a made shot. You know, you do have half-court shots, but those are 1 in a million, especially on this college-level court. So I'm trying to make this free throw, make it a 3-point game. We're playing no fouls, and you're not catching the ball in front of half court where you'd have enough time to, maybe dribble up into a 3. Anything caught behind half court is the chances of going in are very rare. So, long story short, yes, make the free throw.
Great analysis there, as there's 2.3 seconds. They added a second to the clock during that timeout break. A lot of strategy discussed by both teams. If you're Beren, what do you do? Assuming a make and a miss. If you're Hillel, what do you do on a make? Do you play back? Do you press? Do you not give any opportunity? As time will tell, Iskowitz on the second, and it falls. 2 seconds left.
Here we go. 2 seconds. They
1.
passed it. He's not gonna get a shot off.
Very interesting move there for Miller. I guess he thought he had an extra second, was not able to get it off. And we have a final here as the first team that punched their ticket to the championships. We have the Beren Stars we have the Hillel Heat beating the Beren Stars. Hillel 42, Beren 39. We will see you, Pittsburgh, tomorrow morning for our Tier 3 championship. We're going to head into a quick commercial break, and when we come back, stay tuned for the NCSY postgame show.
Yeah, welcome back. It's the Max Stern Athletic Center. We had a thrilling finish with the Hillel Heat winning by 3 versus the Beren Stars, as we are waiting for our post-game interview with the stars of the game. It appears we do not have the stars of the game yet. And the players are both heading into the locker room, so maybe the chances of us getting that star of the game are dwindling. But we got more great basketball coming up ahead, and just to close out, this is the NCSY post-game show. NCSY inspiring the Jewish future for more than 70 years, and it was a thrilling game back and forth. Hillel Heat really picked up the intensity for the majority of the second half, and then it was a great job by the Beren Stars, close the gap, even tie it up a couple times, but then 2 clutch free throws by Zach Itzkowitz were able to secure the win. That'll do it for our broadcast. Stay tuned throughout the whole day, and we will see you later.